Right, so today we have an update regarding a situation that I spoke about in a video like a week ago at this point that involves one of the strangest human beings I think we've ever spoke about. And the reason why I say that is because nothing that this guy does makes sense. And yeah, I get you could say that about a lot of people I speak about on this channel, but genuinely to this day, I still don't really understand his thought process. Now I'll give you a quick recap in case you didn't see that video or maybe you need reminded, but this right here is the video that started it all.
When I told my dad I was going to be getting him the same pants that Gordon Ramsay
so there's
he was
a guy
so
cooking
excited.
food.
I'm talking about the Hex
And his daughter's
pans,
talking
and
over the top
my
of
dad's
it.
going to be showing us how to make a
And it's
stir-fried veggie
very
chicken
harmless.
with some fried rice.
Looks
These
very
pans
nice, in
are
fact.
so durable.
And yeah, somehow that caused a load of drama because a company actually commented on this video, and it's parchmentpaper.com, a company that sells parchment paper, and they said, must be a tough life living life on easy mode. And the person who actually made the video, Dan in Toronto, thought that this company were like joking, was a bit confused, and replied saying, lucky to have parents who make it possible, to which parchmentpaper.com responded saying, yeah, we get it, you have no skills and family money. Like again, this is the second video I'm making talking about this situation, and I still don't get it. Like what happened in that video that made you feel like you needed to say this? Now, it's still, even at this point, Dan in Toronto is looking at these comments thinking, what's going on here? Like, are they joking? Are they hacked? Like, what's happening? So they actually emailed the CEO, Brandon Howard, and was just like, look, I think your account's hacked. Like, they're leaving some, like, really mean comments on my videos. To which he replied saying this, I don't consider stating factual information is cyberbullying, but if you're offended over a comment about having no skill set while getting to frolic through life with family money is bullying, I'd call the cyberbully police. Delete the comment and move along. Cheers. Like, genuinely, who hurt this guy? I don't think I've ever seen someone just so angry at nothing. And he didn't stop there. He kept leaving more and more comments even after this email and was saying, cyberbullying is even more funny, and the fact you emailed to tell us this is actually hilarious. Enjoy frolicking through life. I don't know why he keeps saying frolicking through life. Like, where's he got this from? And leave the rest up to us adults who create actual economic value without a trust fund. And also, if we're being honest here, what value does he bring? Like, yeah, he has a parchment paper company. Congratulations, I guess. But it gives you absolutely zero right to just go around talking shit about someone for zero reason. And you can even see on the screenshot that he's commented this back on the video of the dad cooking. Like, he really hated this video. Maybe he was just really hungry or something. He was too busy making his parchment paper and he decided to take it out on somebody else. Look, I'm trying to make as much sense of it as I possibly can, but it's not working. I really don't get it. And just when you thought this guy couldn't get any more unhinged, he then proceeded to threaten legal action against this TikToker. If you require any further information or clarification, please do not hesitate to contact us at your contact information. Oh, yeah, he didn't fill in the template. I forgot about that bit. Yeah, he says this is from the parchment paper legal team, and apparently his legal team can't fill in the blanks on a template, which is hilarious. Of course, his legal team doesn't exist, right? He definitely sent this himself, or maybe Jeanette Braun's lawyer. Could be that. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation in this critical situation. Critical situation? Like, really? If you choose not to publicly make a statement instructing your followers and fan base to cease and desist. Oh, this is actually great. Cease and desist is probably my favorite thing that came out of this situation. I'm definitely going to start using that. From their attacks against our staff and company, every day we have to exhaust time and resources to is just making your case against you further solidified. And then after this, he decided to have a meltdown on Instagram, basically crying about the whole situation, saying it was like the woke mob going after him and he was making sales and stuff, saying that you can only buy his items if you're not part of the woke mob, and just a bunch of random shite. And that brings us to today, because since my last video, we have more updates. In fact, this situation is still ongoing for some reason. And again, I would love to remind you that this all happened because a woman posted a TikTok video showing that her dad was cooking food. Now, of course, as you'd probably expect, he's still crying on Instagram saying stuff like, all you fucking losers need to stop messaging us about a fake TikTok account made by Dine in Toronto and her dumb ass minions because her fragile little ego couldn't handle a smart ass comments on IG about skill set and money. Like, this bloke is genuinely fuming. And again, this has been going on for like a couple of weeks at this point. Surely you would think that after he posts this stuff in his story and it expires the next day, he'd probably look back at it and think, oh, that was a bit cringe, wasn't it? Like, do you know when you go on like a night out and you get a bit too drunk and you post like an Instagram story, maybe you singing a song, having a great time, but you see it the next day when you're hungover and you're like, oh god, I'm embarrassing myself. Maybe that's just a personal experience that only I can relate to, but I feel like he should have that same experience here. If I was him, I would wake up the next day and look at these stories and think, oh, I'm probably overreacting, aren't I? They would be deleted so quickly, and I would try my best to forget about the whole situation and hope that no one ever brings it up ever again. But of course, that's not what he does. In fact, this same story carries on saying, I've never had that commie bullshit app TikTok in my entire life. I mean, yeah, he left the initial comments on an Instagram video and not a TikTok video, but that doesn't really change anything. You still spend your day insulting a stranger because she posted a video of her dad cooking food. Again, are you not embarrassed? And tell that little bobblehead Danish guy to get off my nuts. So Danish guy's another TikToker who spoke about this. Clearly he's not very happy about that. Fucking losers, I swear. It's been 2 weeks almost and still have to deal with the childish bullshit. I mean, the only person who is clearly being very childish here is you. You're crying on an Instagram story, on your company Instagram story, might I add. This isn't your personal account. This is your business account, and you're sat there crying about this situation for 2 weeks. Now, if anything screams fucking loser, I would say this does. She is too immature to settle this privately, and I'm not going to let some woke hate mob ruin my reputation because they live in some mystical fairy land of make-believe and think because they have 20k followers, they're doing something in life. I mean, this whole paragraph is incredibly ironic, isn't it? Him calling someone immature, first of all, is brilliant. Secondly, saying the reason she's immature is because she isn't going to settle this privately, even though he was the one who made the comments publicly first. Like, if her dad's cooking really upset you that much, why didn't you DM her? It's a bit immature, don't you think? And then he goes on to say, because they have 20k followers, they think they're doing something in life. And he makes parchment paper. Like, he's not exactly designing Teslas, is he? But like I keep saying, this situation is still ongoing. In fact, just 2 days ago, we got an update from Dan in Toronto talking about what this guy's been doing.
I have honestly never had to deal with somebody like this in my whole entire life. You made fun of me for living life on easy mode and my influencer life, whatever you think that I'm doing. But you want attention so freaking bad because you will not stop talking about this. You are basically the only one who is still talking about this.
I mean, literally, he is the only one. Everybody would have forgot about it. I definitely wouldn't have made a follow-up video, but he's still crying on Instagram about it. He keeps saying that people just can't take the criticism, you know? They can't take the heat of his comment when he says that they're living life on easy mode. But he definitely cannot take comments. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen someone react so badly to comments in my life. And I literally talk about people like this on a daily basis, and I still think he's reacted the worst.
At first, you were laughing and sipping Mai Tais on the beach, and then you were having crybaby sales because this was drawing you so much attention, and now you are so upset at the hate mob that's coming after you realize that your fake legal letters were not working.
Yeah, I mean, it is brilliant, isn't it? Like, he was trying to give it the big one this whole time, being like, oh, you know, I'm just sitting on the beach drinking Mai Tais while you lot are crying. And now all he has done for 2 weeks straight is cry. And I haven't seen any mentions of Mai Tai recently.
You thought it would be a smart idea to reach out to my boss at the agency that I work for and ask him to remediate the situation for me.
What is wrong with this guy? So not only is he sending hilariously fake emails threatening legal action, he's now reaching out to her boss to get him to mediate the situation. What situation do you want mediated? How did you explain it to her boss? Oh, well, you see, she posted a video to social media of her dad cooking dinner. I mean, can you believe that she's just frolicking through life like this? Like, can you just imagine the reaction of the boss when he's hearing this? He'd probably be like, the fuck are you going on about, mate?
You thought you could tell my boss to tell me to delete my videos just because you involved your business by commenting from your business profile does not mean that you get to include my place of work.
Yeah, 100%. And I still don't get why he commented on the business profile. Like, if he really was just the angry human that he is and he felt the need to comment, could you not just switch to your personal account? I mean, even to this day, all his posts are on his business account. Like, mate, do you not have your own account that you can do all this ranting on?
All of this failed, and you thought it would be a great idea to send me one more email stating that you will deal with it as you see fit, whatever the hell that means.
Yeah, what does that mean? That sounds like a bit of a threat to me. I mean, it seems like he hasn't actually tried to sue her at this point. I mean, clearly he doesn't have a lawyer, right? We can tell that from the original email. So what on earth are you hinting at here, saying, oh, I will deal with this how I see fit? Can you be a bit more specific, please? And also, look at this screenshot you just showed of his website, right? With a banner at the top saying, we do not support woke, feminist, cancel culture, hate mob groups who do nothing positive in our community. Accompanied by 2 really, really cool emojis. We hate cancel culture, guys. Isn't that right? I don't think he knows what cancel culture means. Like, clearly he feels like he has every right to comment whatever he does, to which he does. He has every right to say whatever he wants. But also, everyone has a right to disagree with what you said and also voice their opinions back. That isn't cancel culture, and I hear this excuse all the time, right? Someone will voice their opinion and then say they're being targeted by cancel culture, even though they have freedom of speech, where they're completely disregarding the fact that people also have freedom of speech to voice their opinions on what you said. Like, you can't be okay with you voicing your opinions and not be okay with other people voicing their opinions. It doesn't work like that.
I'm sure you think that this banner is actually insulting me, but really, it's just keeping people away from your website. If you stopped and just apologized, this whole thing could have gone away. But you continue to talk about it, you continue to make stories about it, and you continually want the attention. As if all of this was not enough, you decided that you were going to start making all of your stories.
Oh, we have another one here. Brilliant. I'm loving these stories. Pretty funny how Business Insider, Bloomberg, and BuzzFeed all reached out for comment about me making a comment on some fragile ego wannabe influencers IG about their lack of skill set and frolicking through life, where she got so offended she incited an entire woke hate mob smear campaign against me trying to get me cancelled. Cancelled from what exactly? No one knew who you were before this. And again, the irony, him saying that someone has a fragile ego. Look at yourself. I've never seen an ego so fragile in my life, it's hanging on by a thread. Fake accounts were made by her delusional woke followers to fuel the fire to fit her narrative, yet when I cleared up the reality of the situation with all three of the media outlets, it didn't fit their narrative, either which was to further extend the adult children drama. This is the actual definition of a man-child saying this, by the way. So after 9 years in business, 3 business publications don't care about the good I've done and the help I give to people on a daily fucking basis. Oh my god, he's fuming. Their entire goal is to just hate people who try and do good. They demand respect yet do absolutely nothing to earn it, and hate every person who doesn't bend over for their spineless agenda. Fucking goofballs. Sorry. That's a brilliant insult, by the way. It's a very American insult, and I get it, right? We probably have some insults that if you Americans heard us say, you would probably find it hilarious too, but goofballs has always been one of my personal favorites. If you're just going to try and shit on me, my brand, business, and companies, you losers need a fucking job, /hobby, /life outside of TikTok. Fucking loser. I mean, Jesus, he's actually raging. Fucking losers in their 20s with 11-year-old intelligence. But yeah, I'm the asshole. I can actually see the tears through the screen. I can see them pouring down as we speak.
Involving your other company now.
Oh, we got another one. Brilliant. I don't know if I can handle this any further. Yeah, she's referring to the fragile ego wannabe influencer who started an entire hate mob smear campaign against me and made a TikTok profile using my company name to convince her woke mob I'm a woman hater. Amazing how these lowlives have nothing better to do with their time except circle jerk each other on TikTok. And this is because someone DM'd him saying, yeah, I can confirm that the blogger you're referring to is an awful person with a huge ego. Based on what exactly? Because a dad made a food? Is that what we're basing it on?
Sure what your end game here is, and I'm not even sure that you know what your end game here is, but in your own words, I don't have time to bicker back and forth about some nonsense comments, nor is it my problem that you're offended over them.
Oh, I mean, that is a brilliant way to end the video. I couldn't have said it better myself. But I've got to say, it does seem like this guy has a lot of spare time. Maybe too much spare time. Maybe you should do something with your life. We can never have enough parchment paper. Please continue making more and more to the point where your life is filled up 24/7. It would probably do you good. But yeah, either way, I'm going to leave the video there. This is one of the most bizarre pieces of TikTok drama I think I've ever covered. I still don't get it. But yeah, I would love to know your opinions in the comment section down below on everything that I spoke about in today's video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.